Hey everyone, Andrew, Day 2 Dryden, recording here again for Nikachu MTG, and today we are playing Rakdos Burn in Modern. That's right, and if this is the kind of content you enjoy, please do make sure to like, share, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel. Yeah, you know what? Been really stressed out and busy with school lately, but things are starting to ease up. Things are starting to get a little bit better. And you know what? I kind of want to just have some fun. I want to try something a little bit different. So here we go. Yeah, it's got a lot of cards that I haven't played in a while, including a couple that I've maybe said shouldn't be big parts of Modern, at least in Burn. But you know what? We'll see if I'm wrong. So yeah, Rakdos. Big difference. So let's take a look at our mana base. Instead of that white splash, we've now got red. Okay, so I've got 4 copies of Black Leaf Cliffs, 2 copies of Blood Crypt, in addition to the still 10, right? Yeah, and still in addition to the still 10 copies of different fetch lands that we're running, and the 3 basic mountains. The only main deck inclusion for the black spells is this Bump in the Night, which I'll be honest, after I started going through it a little bit more, I thought to myself, you know what? Maybe that in and of itself means this isn't a good idea. If you're only really adding stuff to the sideboard, maybe black isn't actually a smart choice, and you might as well just go mono red at that point, or stay with red white. You could say the same thing about the green that we sometimes run for like Destructive Revelry or Cinder Vines or something, but I think that's a little bit different. That's more sort of niche, sideboard specific cards. But yeah, that being said, we've added Bump in the Night. It's basically another Lava Spike, right? Sorcery speed, 3 damage. We can flash it back if we were really flooding out or we need some help in the late game. It also gets around things like Worship, which is also kind of nice. So yeah, that's the big main difference at the 1 mana slot, because everything else at the 1 mana slot, the exact same. We've got Goblin Guide, Lavamancer, Lava Spike, Lightning Bolt, of course, can't leave home without those, and Swift Spear. And well, we're going to get to a card in just a moment that I have not had a great opinion of in Modern, in Light Up the Stage. But because of Light Up the Stage, I also want this to have a really low curve. So you could play something like Shard Volley or something like that. I'm not a huge fan of that card myself, but it does fit a lot of things we want. 3 damage, 1 mana, instant speed. So that's pretty good. But instead, I'm going to be running a couple copies of Vexing Devil. Again, this isn't a super refined list. I haven't played with this yet. And on top of that, the London Mulligan has come out. So I'm not even sure what exactly we're going to be up against or how broken some of these decks are going to be. But I really wanted consistency, and I wanted to have the deck be as fast and as low to the ground as possible. So that's why I'm trying out this build right now. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, so we got Vexing Devil. The thing about Vexing Devil is it made me think, well, hey, maybe we want to be putting in, Claim to Fame or something like that. You could maybe, and then we're at least, again, adding more black into the mix, making that black splash a bit maybe more worth our time. But I'm not sure. Again, we'll see how the games go. We'll keep in mind a card like Claim to Fame, which can bring cards from creature. I think it's specifically creature cards from our graveyard back to the battlefield. So we'll keep that in mind. And that actually would be nice too, because people normally don't bring in graveyard hate against us, and that's one more sort of avenue of attack we could start to try to tax their sideboard plans. Eidolon, of course, still in the deck. I'm down to 2 Searing Blaze right now. I'm not sure how great this card is. There's nothing really. Elves and Birds of Paradise decks aren't really running around, right? It's more Dredge, Death Shadow, Tron, things like that. Humans is running around. This is obviously very good against humans, but there were a lot of times when I wasn't actually happy to have this card in my hand, so I'm cutting down on a couple of copies. We'll see how that goes. And then again, Light Up the Stage. You know what? I am going to see if I like it in this build with a lower to the ground curve, so that it's more likely we end up getting those 1 mana spells. Light Up the Stage, hit you another couple times with our spells. We'll see if it works, but I'm not sure. It does have a bit of a lack of synergy with our next card too, Rift Bolt. revealing a Rift Bolt off a Light Up the Stage is pretty bad if you don't have a ton of extra mana floating around, because it's basically going to be like a dead card that you can't cast. One of the only cards we likely can't cast. However, if you've cast a Light Up the Stage, it is likely that you might be able to cast a Skewer the Critics off of it, because you can cast Skewer the Critics for its spectacle cost if Light Up the Stage has also been cast. Over to the sideboard. Nothing else down here, right? Yeah. Over to the sideboard. Couple copies of Collective Brutality. This card is just ridiculous in the mirror. It's ridiculous if you've got a couple extra lands in your hand, if you're just trying to get value, if you're trying to just sort of hold the fort. It basically lets you cast 3 spells in one turn if that's what you want to go for. Love this card. Hopefully it works out for us. This is a spicy one. I like this. Okay, Ravenous Trap. This is my graveyard hate that I want to try out, especially because I'm running black. So instead of things like Rest in Peace or Relic of Progenitus, which are very good cards, I wanted something specifically because we have Bump in the Nights with the flashback. If you wanted to play Vexing Devil with that Claim to Fame package, I wanted something that was going to affect our opponent's graveyard but not our own. So Ravenous Trap costs 0 if an opponent had 3 or more cards put in their graveyard from anywhere this turn. And it's the spell actually is exile all cards from target player's graveyard. So, against Dredge, automatic, right? They go Faithless Looting, dump 2 cards, there's 3, awesome. Dredge 3, there's 3, awesome. If they go Fetch, Bolt, Dredge, or not Dredge, right? Wipe your graveyard. If you're trying to reanimate something, you know what? Yeah, it is hypothetically possible. This is slightly more niche than some of the other options that we have available to us. But the fact that it costs 0 pretty much whenever you're going to want it, and the fact that this isn't specifically a budget list, but I wanted to try this out because this card, last time I checked, was something like 10 cents online, whereas Surgical Extraction is like $45. So this is definitely a budget option, in my opinion, that more often than not is going to do the exact same thing you want. Sometimes even better, right? Sometimes if an opponent's going to dump something like Creeping Chill into their graveyard, maybe you want to just get the Creeping Chills out of the rest of their deck and all that. But, this still will get rid of the entire graveyard, right? So if they dump a Creeping Chill into their graveyard, but there's also maybe a Narcomoeba that gets triggered and a Prized Amalgam, well, you know what? This wipes out all the problems. They got to start from scratch. So specifically against Dredge, this is very good. Against Phoenix, this is very good at getting rid of those things without causing you to take a turn off, to spend 2 mana at sorcery speed, and put something like Rest in Peace on the battlefield. So I'm hoping that this ends up being a neat inclusion, and when we get to see some cool interaction out of it. No promises, though. Skullcrack there, we definitely need to prevent our opponents from gaining life if we can. They're in the sideboard. Again, I want to keep this deck... I want to keep the mana cost in this deck as low as I possibly can. But you got to have Skullcrack effects. You just need to. Especially for sideboarding. Smash the Smithereens. One thing I'm a little bit worried about in this deck is its susceptibility to Chalice of the Void. Right, we're adding another Bump in the Night. We're adding another 1 mana sorcery. We're adding a couple of Vexing Devils. So we have ways to get around things like Chalice of the Void, right? With Light Up the Stage, Rift Bolt, Skewer the Critics. These all cost 3. After sideboarding, we'll put things like Smash the Smithereens in. But Chalice of the Void does worry me a little bit in this particular build. So it's possible you could even go up to a couple more copies. But for my 4th copy of Artifact Hate, I've chosen to, again, try to include this Black Splash, try to see how many different cards I can use or not. And we're going with a copy of Mulligan's Command. I love this card. This thing, it's always going to have modes that you want. 2 damage to the opponent? Absolutely. We are very happy to have that happen. Discard a card? More likely than not, that's also going to be good. And hey, if they've got an artifact... hey, maybe it's a Vault Scourge or a Chalice of the Void or something like that. Good luck getting a Chalice on 3 in time to win a game and not have me destroy it with Mulligan's Command. I'd like to see that. Actually, I wouldn't like to see that. I really hope that doesn't happen. Please don't bite me in the butt there, Karma, magic gods. And last but not least, Searing Blood as well. Like I said, there are still some times when you do want those Searing Blood, Searing Blaze effects. And the reason that it isn't more copies of Searing Blaze in the sideboard is when you do want Searing Blaze, Searing Blood is pretty much the same thing, only more likely to work in your favor. Like, for example, if I'm going to be wanting more copies of Searing Blaze, the 3 damage versus 2 damage likely isn't going to matter, right? Like, there are some times when maybe a Scavenging Ooze or something gets out of hand, and that 3 damage is very different than the 2 damage, but, or, you know, maybe against elves or something like that. But for the most part, mana dorks, small creatures, you know, first couple of turns, this is arguably better, and I don't have to worry about landfall. So in the matchups where I want this, I think that Searing Blood is better. However, in just blind matchups, like if I was going to main deck 4 copies, no, I definitely want the Searing Blaze, because even if it doesn't kill anything, I still want to get that 3 damage to their face, whereas this is not guaranteed to get 3 damage to their face in just any random matchup. So that's the reason for that. So that's the deck. Red, black, burn, Rakdos, burn. Hopefully it ends up working out, because I'm confident in this deck. But honestly, you know what? It's been a long day, and I'm just here to have some fun playing Magic. Hopefully you enjoy watching the matches, and I will see you in round 1. Okay, so here we go. This hand is not great. Especially because we're on the draw. Again, I've never gotten the opportunity to London Mulligan yet. Opponent has kept 7. Okay. 4 lands is pretty bad. I do really like the idea of being able to go, and you know what, this is pretty weak with Swift Spear too, actually, because I can't Swift Spear, I can't light up the stage and then Swift Spear. So yeah, I think I'm gonna mulligan this, and we'll get to sort of see how the London Mulligan works. Okay, yeah, this is pretty good. So I will keep these. I am going to choose what to put on the bottom. So I've got 1 land here, so I definitely want to keep the Guide, the Swift Spear, and the Light Up the Stage. So I think the obvious choice here is the Searing Blaze. I need another land. I'm not sure what I'm up against, and these, you know, I can all cast right away. So we're gonna get rid of Searing Blaze, and hopefully it isn't super powerful in this particular matchup. So let's see what we're up against here. Lotus Bloom. Okay, so is this Ad Nauseam? I think this might be Ad Nauseam. Or, no, something was running Lotus Bloom recently. Oh, but not Dark Slick Shores. Yeah, I was going to say, I think there was a Titan list or something like that might have been running Lotus Bloom recently. Hey, that's a good draw. That's what I was going to search for, too. Okay, so we want to win, and we want to win fast. So we might as well... I got rid of that other Searing Blaze. You know what? I'm going to keep that Searing Blaze at the bottom of the deck. I'm just going to pay 2 here. So we're going to Goblin Guide. That was a really good draw, actually, getting a second land. Huge. City of Brass. Okay, well, we drew him a card, unfortunately. Okay, so yeah, next turn's pretty good. We get to go land. Just F6. We get to go land, bump in the night, light up the stage. Oh no, we don't want to do that. Maybe we want to get the Swift Spear out. No, we go Swift Spear, then bump in the night. That's what we do. Yeah, I haven't played with this light up the stage yet either, so this is a little bit of learning curve here. We don't need the double black yet. I don't really want to draw another land though, so I guess I might as well fetch. Okay, so how do we want to sequence this? Swift Spear, then bump in the night? Yeah, that's how we want to do it. Okay. Our life total doesn't really matter. We want to beat our opponent. And we want... and they're just either going to win or they're not. Okay, so... hopefully this all resolves. We should be in pretty good shape in game 1 here if we can kill them fast enough. But, yeah, this is going to be a matchup where we're going to be... this is actually going to be a really good example of the London Mulligan giving us a really hard time. Not only are we red-black, so we don't have access to enchantment removal. Our opponent is a deck that runs Leyline of Sanctity, and they're going to be able to get a whole bunch of London Mulligans to try to find a Leyline of Sanctity. So, well, hey, they didn't just slam... Oh, maybe they are, though. I was going to say, they didn't just slam Phyrexian Unlife, so I guess that's one good thing. Oh, wow. This might be a really ridiculous turn. Well, let's... If they don't have some good interaction, they might be holding up like an Angel's Grace or something. So... Because of that, I want to try to play around Angel's Grace if I can. Which is why I'm not casting the second bump in the night. I want to cast this Light Up the Stage and see if I hit like a bolt or something like that, because I can then try to do this on their turn. If they have like an Angel's Grace and stay at 1 life, on their upkeep, I can try to bolt them then. I think maybe they're doing the math. Maybe they've got a Pact of Negation or something. What do we hit? Okay, I've never cast this card before. Okay, hold on. Where does it? What? What? What happened? Is it bugged? What happened? Where am I? What? What's going on? Casts Light Up the Stage for its spectacle cost. So where am I? Where are my exiled cards that I should be able to cast? What just happened? Oh, they're up here. Okay. Whew. I was like, come on, don't make this bugged. Okay, they're up here for some reason. Why? Exile zone. So why aren't they down here? Okay, that's weird. Oh, I guess because they can be played? I guess that's why. Okay. So, yeah. So, in this case, they don't know about this bump in the night. So I guess I might as well attack. Okay, hold on. How do I do this? I was really hoping for an instant. This is my 3rd turn, so I made my land drop. I was really hoping for an instant. So I guess just putting them to 1... makes the most sense. And then I can Lava Spike maybe after combat or something like that. Yeah, we might have missed it by just 1 turn here, though. Okay, that was, yeah. Sorry to the viewers. I hadn't cast this card before. I don't know why these things were like tucked up here all, not suspiciously. Whatever. Not suspiciously. Inconspicuously. There we go. Well, we've drawn them like 3 cards in a row here now. And this door behind me keeps tapping away, which is seriously bothering me. Okay. Okay, second main. Might as well play this now. You got it, you got it. Actually, I guess I was kind of not making a difference with Angel's Grace, but if they had Pact of Negation... Oh, no, I guess that doesn't matter either, because they'd have to pay for the Pact, which is basically going to take their whole turn anyway. So yeah, okay, there's the Angel's Grace. Yeah. Yeah, so they go to 1. Okay, well, basically it comes down to this. They've got 7 cards in hand. They kept a 7-card hand. They're now going to have a bajillion manas. Were we just slightly too slow? I think best case... Okay, yeah, well, that's not good. So I think best case scenario here, we... yeah, we get Phyrexian Unlifed, but no, it looks like they got it. Yeah, F6, yeah. Ah! That's too bad. Being on the play would have made the difference too. So if you haven't seen this combo before, this is what's happening. They get to go down to whatever life because they can't lose the game this turn for having... they can't lose the game this turn. Then they draw all their cards, and then they go and use Simian Spirit Guides to then cast... Where is it? There it is, Lightning Storm. And they ditch a bunch of lands, so they end up dealing a bunch of damage to me. And even if I had a counter spell of some kind, they'll have Pact of Negation or two here to try and prevent that. So, yeah. Okay, well, yeah, that's game. Yeah, you know, whatever. Maybe they target themselves by accident. I don't know. Might as well make them do it, but yeah, F6. We didn't get there that time, unfortunately. Oh well, it's too bad. I think I did that as fast as I could. I had a turn 3 win. I mean, with no interaction, pretty much, right? But I had a turn 3 win. So this deck does what I want to do, but I don't like our odds here with their ability to London Mulligan into ley lines. I don't like that. So what do we want? We definitely want Smash the Smithereens. I guess we want Mulligan's Command. Sure. Maybe not. That might come back out again. It kills artifacts. We want all the creatures. We want to get rid of the Searing Blazes. Those are bad. Eidolons are good. Lavamancer's not great. It's a creature that can attack. Gets around Leyline. But like a 1/1 for 1 really isn't where I want to be. But we'll see. Yeah, I'll leave it for now. We'll see where else we get. I have done Skullcrack in the past because there are sometimes when you attack in and they use like fog effects, like darkness specifically, and you can Skullcrack yourself even if they have a Leyline out to make it so that the combat damage still goes through. That was a more relevant interaction when this deck was Naya and you were playing Wild Nacatls, but it's not completely out of the question here. Maybe Light Up the Stage is a bit slow. Maybe we don't need this much card advantage. Maybe this is not great. I could see trimming one of these. No, it's actually a spell I can cast if they get a Leyline out. It doesn't target them. I don't love Lavamancer. I guess I could cut that. And if I were going to cut another card, I guess it would be maybe Rift Bolt. No. Okay, no, I'll cut Lavamancer, and I'll cut, yeah, and I'll cut a Rift Bolt. Something like that. But I have a feeling like we're going to see a Leyline. I have a feeling like our opponent's going to have a really good chance to find one. But this is a great hand. Double Goblin Guide, that's a hand that can beat a Leyline. So what I want them to do is have a Leyline, we'll still be able to race and win, and then in game 3 they don't get one. That's what I want to have happen now. Keep. I should also mention that London Mulligan didn't change anything for our game 1. The last card I drew, I have to look at it again, but I don't think the last card I drew mattered. Oh no, that Searing Blaze was kind of bad actually, and that wasn't the last card. Okay, so it made our Mulligan. Don't get me wrong, I like the London Mulligan in fair formats with, oh god, yeah, there we go. Fair formats that might as well deck thin, get this out of the way. But where there's like busted eternal stuff that can go on, busted eternal formats, that's where and ley lines and things like that, I think that's where the London Mulligan is problematic. Oh good, yes, you can draw that, good, dead draw for you. You know, when it's when it's a limited format or like a standard format or something, you know what? Yeah, like it's just way better. It makes it has a lot more games of Magic get played rather than getting mana screwed or flooded out and stuff like that, and bad feel bads from your mulligans. But in things like Modern, Legacy, Vintage, like it just doesn't work. And I also get it. Why they want to have they want to have. Sorry, I'm trying to talk while thinking through this turn. This one's not too hard to screw up, but they want to have consistency across the formats. That makes sense, but I don't know. I'm not in love with it. And then we will light up the stage here. Let's see if we can maybe race this. Those are both pretty bad. But at least we got them out of the way. We don't have to draw them now. So actually that's really good. Yeah, that light up the stage got those off the top of our library, and now we don't have to worry about them. So maybe we'll draw Swift Spear or something instead. Or did they keep a greedy hand with Leyline and like one land? No, they couldn't have done that. Yeah, they had a scry with the Temple of Deceit and everything. Which, speaking of which, I didn't mention, it went to the bottom, the scry from the Temple of Deceit. Okay. Over to this guy. It's good timing, I guess. Spirit Guide, Spirit Guide. Okay, well, they got a Phyrexian Unlife now. So, yeah, the Double Goblin Guide was not fast enough here. It's too bad. I wonder if they'll play a Spirit Guide even, just as a chump blocker, because they've got so much time. Unlife. Yep. Resolves. The Smash Smithereens would be really good against a lot of stuff. That's not one of them. That is not one of them. Well, let's attack and see what happens. We're in trouble, though. We are definitely in trouble. We need them to have, like, really crap hand, because we are many, many turns away from this doing anything relevant. That was a mistake. I should have played the Blood Crypt. I wasn't really thinking. I was talking too much. Okay, so yeah, Sleight of Hand's the obvious thing. Like, there's no reason not to cast that. We haven't drawn them any lands yet. That's at least one nice thing, too, with our Goblin Guides. Like, no targets for any of this stuff. Oh, rough. I actually wanted them to play the Spirit Guide so that I could kill it with Kolaghan's Command. Good. Keep drawing crap. Good. That's what I want to see. No. I guess it doesn't really make a difference. I probably could have done that, but... You know what? If they've got a hand that's that bad, this isn't... Uh-oh. Like, playing another... Oh, there we go. Yeah. And then same idea here, right? I can't target them with anything. They didn't play this. Yeah, I think they have just enough life here, too. Because or no, maybe the Unlife... Even if they're getting poison counters, maybe the Unlife even saves them, because I think the Unlife does it for damage, but... Yeah, damage deals poison, but this is loss of life. Again, a weird... niche ruling, but I mean, either way, there's nothing I can do right now. I can't bolt them, or anything. I can't target them with Mulligan's command. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something here, but I don't think I am. I think I'm toast. I think my only hope here is if they go for like the Lab Maniac kill or something, but that doesn't make any sense to me. They did keep it in the deck. Man, their hand was horrible. We need them to play like a Pentad Prism. Yeah, Lotus Bloom, any of this stuff. But no, they're going to go for the Lightning Storm. There it is. Yeah, just bad run-ins. This is a good example, I think, of the London Mulligan allowing people to find hate pieces. And if you know what, people are like, oh well, the broken decks, you can find the hate pieces for the broken decks. Yes, I understand, but my position would be, is that what you want Magic to be? Do you want Magic to be the Mulligans, or do you want it to be the game? Because the whole point to me of using this Mulligan system is to have, fewer non-games of Magic, right? So that someone like Luis Scott Vargas doesn't just lose in the final because he has to of a Mythic Championship, or whatever they call it now, because he has to Mulligan down to 4 cards or 5 cards or whatever the heck it was. So by that same token, if you don't want the Mulligans to be deciding the games, then why do you want the hate pieces to be what you're mulliganing for, right? Like I really, really agree with it in limited, in standard, all that stuff. Very much so. Absolutely. Yep. I fully believe that makes it a much better game. I do not agree with it in Eternal formats. Very much don't. Again, I can't do anything, right? I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't think. If you see something I'm missing, let me know. But I don't think I am. I can't target my opponent. I know how Leyline of Sanctity works. Yeah. So I think we saw the downsides to the red-black version. We got stymied against a Leyline, but hey, that's part of the deal. Cool. Well, Ad Nauseam's a tough one. You need artifact and enchantment. Well, you need enchantment hate because they're going to bring in these bad boys here. Even if you have the artifact hate, right, for Pentad Prisms, things like that, right? If they tapped out on turn 2 with a Pentad Prism, that would have been great. Would have been great. But nope, we needed ways to deal with these things. It also bothers me that red can't deal with enchantments. I'll talk about that in the next match. Either way, we'll go to the next match. This has been Andrew, Day 2 Dryden, recording for Nikachu MTG, and make sure to subscribe to the content, and I will see you in round 2. Okay, we are here, and on the play, Bloodstainmire, Blackleaf Cliffs, no creatures, but hey, you know what? 2 lands and 5 burn spells, yeah, I'll take that. I'm gonna keep. This is a keep all day. So Blackleaf Cliffs. Get this Rift Bolt out of my hand since I don't know what I'm playing against. Might just go double Skewer the Critics next turn. This would have been a great hand against a non-Leyline opponent. I'll tell you that right now. Holy. I'd like to draw a creature though, like an Eidolon or something would be nice here. Ooh, Vexing Devil. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Okay, well, I want to get one of these Skewer the Critics out of my hands. That's for certain. So what do I do with my last other mana? It's all sorcery speed. We're tapping out against a Marsh Flats. I don't know. This could be anything. This could be Death and Taxes. This could be Spirits. It could be Jund, or more likely Abzan or something at that point. But you know what? Let's get this Vexing Devil out of our hand. See what they do. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Oh, okay, all right. So we're gonna see a fatal push. That's what's gonna happen. That's what that means. Yeah. That's what that means. Which isn't the worst. Again, they're down. Oh, never mind. Okay, so yeah. What are we up against now? Now I'm curious here. Now I don't know what we're up against. We're going to get a Path to Exile here, maybe? That's a good draw. Well, you better do something, because you're about to get smashed for 4 one way or the other. Yeah, okay, Path. Alright. That's okay. Just keep feeding me. I want to know what my next cards are going to be. So as much as I would like to skewer the critics, I would prefer to light up the stage. Lava Man. Okay, well, it's not the best, but it's a 1-mana spell, and I'll be able to cast a lot of spells next turn. Heck, you know what? I might even just be able to... okay, it is Abzan. We might even be able to just draw any 3 damage spell and just win. See what happens here. I think Scavenging Ooze is maybe the best thing they could do. Kitchen Finks. I don't know if they play Kitchen Finks main deck anymore, but Scavenging Ooze go up to 10. That's a thing. Although that's not even actually great, because I can Lava Spike them and then still kill the... Oh, that's fine, sure. I guess I still play the Lava Man, depending on what I draw. I mean, just force them to target it, I guess. I don't know. I'd rather draw that. I would rather draw that. That is exactly what I want to draw. Just mono bolts. Just bolt, bolt, bolt. All day long. For Xaxes. Xaxes on turn 4. That's how we do it. Boom. Alright. So we're up against Abzan. Okay, well, maybe we get to see... Okay, and actually say here, this is interesting. So this is one of those fair decks that I assumed wasn't running around anymore. So this is, I think, one example where Ravenous Trap might be worse than, say, something like Relic of Progenitus. Or Rest in Peace. Because it's not going to really affect Tarmogoyf for anything as much. However, it is still probably better, or at least equal to maybe a Surgical Extraction in this particular matchup. So, what do we want? Okay, we want... You know what? This is instant speed. I don't love the 3 mana, but you know what? It's okay. We don't need Smash. We definitely want Skullcracks. Hey, I just realized I don't have Paths or like... Ooh... anything like that in this deck. Okay, well, that might have been a mistake, because Kalitas and things like that are going to make my life not fun no more. So yeah, we just want bolts and things. Okay. Maybe I take the Kolaghan's Command out. Maybe. Yeah, okay, you know what? I don't need Kolaghan's Command. Don't love Searing Blaze. I do really like Light Up the Stage in this, though. I really do like it there. I might take out the Vexing Devils. You know, they've got so much, like, removal for it. And, yeah, it does things like feed Scavenging Ooze and stuff like that. Maybe I'll take the Vexing Devils out. I do like taking creatures out, because there's generally such bad top decks. This one's a little bit better, because, like, a top deck Swiftspear is just so bad against, like, a Tarmogoyf. It's going to be like a 5/6. This is at least a little bit more reasonable, but, again, they can, I don't know. You know, they likely have answers to it. You know what? Actually, no, I'm going to take... I'll cut a couple Swiftspears. Let's do that. Let's try that. I don't love Swiftspear. against these black, green, whatever decks. This is a good hand. This is a good hand. And again, you really don't want to mulligan again. Mulliganing for burn is just so bad to begin with. They're keeping 7. But against decks with Inquisition and things like that, it's extra not good. Oh, that's okay. All right, that's a good start. That's a start we can race. And ooh. Okay, well, you know what? Yep, sure. That's fine. This way, if they have to use a removal spell, maybe our Eidolon gets through and that one doesn't eat a removal spell. That's okay. Hey, my Lava Spike just dealt 4. I'm okay with that. Honestly, that's still good. That's still good enough. That's unfortunate that our Eidolon's going to get taken here, but what are you going to do? It's unfortunate. I assume that's what they're going to take. I could be wrong. Depending on how much removal or whatever they have in their hand, it might be better to just take a Lava Spike or something. I think they want to take the Eidolon, though. I don't know. Hard to say. Depends what's in their hand. Yeah, it's hard to say. But if they don't take the Eidolon, that's obviously just what I'm slamming next turn. If they do take the Eidolon, I mean, again, I'm still drawing a card. Oh, interesting. All right. Oh, they're going to do it again? Yep, okay. Oh, there you go. They might take the Eidolon now. Even just going like bolt, bolt, or spike, spike, you know, is a legitimate thing. I'm not sure what I want to draw. It definitely wasn't that. It's definitely what I did not want to draw. See, and now I'm tempted to like put the foothills out to fetch. You know what? No, okay, yeah. Like I was gonna say, I don't want to put the foothills out to give them perfect information, even though I do want to like fetch and thin and get these lands out of my deck. But if I'm gonna just tap out anyway, it doesn't really matter. If I could be potentially representing like a lightning bolt that they don't know about and holding that up, that's one thing. But I'm tapping out for this Eidolon, so I'm not like bluffing anything anyway. So if this had to happen on a turn where I'm tapping out anyway is, I guess, a turn where I'm happy to see that happen. But I don't know. This is how these decks usually. This is how this usually goes. They're going to play some big threat. I'm not going to be able to get through it. They're going to play a Kitchen Finks or a Scavenging Ooze or maybe a Kalitas next turn, and I'm just not going to be able to get through it, and the game's going to get away. Oh, Liliana. Okay, that's not horrible. I can deal with that. Even if they make me sack this Eidolon, that's not bad. Yeah, they have to make me sack this. That's fine. I can probably beat that. This is also all good. I'm able to just cast all my spells, keep shooting them in the face. Yeah. That's fantastic. I don't know what's in their hand. They could still pull away here, but if they don't have a significant life gain spell here, or well, that's not significant, but it's enough. It means I need to start top decking really well. So if you don't know what this card does, because I forget most of its modes, exile 2 cards from a graveyard, gain 2 life if one. Okay, so they get to gain life for the next. They get to gain 2 life this turn and 2 life next turn at least. Oh god, and then they get to gain like at least 4 life the turn after that. Okay, so this is bad. This is very bad for me. Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. I needed them to have like, I don't know. I don't even know. Not that. This is strong. So not this. Yeah, there's nothing I can do to this stupid Planeswalker now. Well, I mean, I have to cast this. Again, it's sorcery. So, yeah, so they're going to go up to 6. And then next turn, like let's say I draw bolts, I'll put them down to 3. They'll probably ultimate this Kaya, and they'll go up to 7 again. So, yeah, not great. Even if we top deck well, this is not great. The fortunate part is we are far from dead. We are pretty far. I think it's pretty likely that Liliana goes up. Right now, I'm basically trying to decide if I want to bluff an instant speed spell. You know what? I think I will. No, because they have to use Kaya anyway. And yeah, and you know, they can Liliana and then Kaya. See, once the coast is clear. Oh, this is tough. Do I get tricky or do I just play this out? If this was a Skullcrack, that would have been really good. That would have been a really good draw. I think I'm just going to see what they do. Maybe that's a waste of resources, but I'm basically just top decking and nothing. You know what? Actually, no, I should have played it out. I should have played it out because if I did something like top deck a light up the stage, right? I could cast that for 3 and then maybe play something else. I should have played the land. But yeah, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. They were able to get enough life gain here. Anyone who says this matchup is bad for the black-green player, I don't know what they're talking about. I hear a lot of people complain a lot about this matchup, and I think I would like to be playing against whatever opponent they have, because see, and this is a good example of why I don't like creatures in this matchup. All right, like this just even against this, right? It just dies, right? Oh no, it doesn't. I can attack into them. Okay. I mean, they could block, which is probably smart, but they can't just eat my Goblin Guide because Kaya ate all the creatures already. But what am I gonna do here? Oh, this is so bad. Even if I knock this down to 4, gain 2. This is. I think this matchup is. Oh, well, I'll attack them, I guess. When in doubt, shoot them in the face, right? But yeah, I mean, even if they take it, good. They're gonna they'll gain 6 life here. Yeah, like this game was over a couple turns ago. We weren't able to close it out fast enough. Yeah, just keep gaining 1 a turn or 2 a turn. I think using the Scavenging Ooze was a better idea there rather than Kaya personally, but what do I know? Actually, yeah, that could have been played better. You also could have attacked with your Goyf first, which would have been a 4/5. I think they're not too worried. I think they just know they have it. Yeah, okay. Okay, you know what? Off the possibility of going light up the stage into like who knows what, sure, I'll keep playing this out, but I'm not confident in this going well. Yeah, I'm trying to navigate my way. Oh, it even deals damage to me too. I didn't realize. I thought it was just a gain life thing. That's ridiculous. Yeah. Okay. Well, game over. Cool. Okie dokie. Well, at least we didn't have to sit through too many turns of blah to get through that. You know what? This becomes way better on the play, and if they're using Kaya, this is actually... Yeah, I would much rather have something like Relic of Progenitus in this matchup, but I wasn't expecting to play these decks. I thought all these like sort of fair decks would have been bullied out of the format by the London Mulligan and all those broken combo decks. I don't love Lavamancer. It's okay, I don't love it. It's a tough call. I like this. Just go like that. Yeah, I don't know. I think we just need to cast our spells the way we were able to in game one. I like to play first. Would love to play first. The one land hand. You know what? I have like 4 1-mana spells that I can cast. So yeah, I'm going to keep this. Again, I don't want to mulligan against decks with Inquisition if I can avoid it. Come on, mulligan. Come on. Okay, they mulliganed. Again, they get to see 7 every time, but they did mulligan. Come on, do it again. Give me some kind of hope here. No. Started with 6. Okay. Okie dokie. You know what? I want the best possible chance to be able to skewer the critics next turn if I don't draw a land. So I am going to play Swift Spear rather than Vexing Devil. That's the reason for that. This Skewer the Critics is making me pretty nervous right now. If I had a Rift Bolt in my hand, I wouldn't be quite so nervous about it, but we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, we just want to top deck another land. We want them to not be able to get their life gain in time the way they did last game. And so I'm thinking, I'm not sure if we're going to be seeing a path or a fatal push, but we're going to be seeing something. That makes me feel better about this, though. I'll tell you that right now. That's good too. Absolutely get me another land. Again, I really need to cast as many spells as I can, and the easiest way to do that is to get that out of my hand as quickly as possible. It's too bad we missed our second land drop, but what are you going to do? On the bright side, they're playing tap lands, so... Okay, I would really like to top deck a land this turn so that I can get this Eidolon out of my hand without it becoming... That's a fantastic draw. Fantastic. Get this out of my hand. This might just eat a removal spell, but even if it does, whatever. Got out of my hand and it dealt 2 damage. Fantastic. Even if they just go like Lily, make me sacrifice, it's fine. After this turn, I can start holding up this Skullcrack. So if we can get through this turn without getting our Skullcrack taken away... Oh, that's unfortunate. It's not the worst, though. Because they're going to want to gain 4 life. Yeah, of course. That's fine. Yeah. I think I want to bolt this, attack in, hold up Skullcrack. I need to be holding up Skullcrack. That's That's the thing. Yeah, I have to hold up Skullcrack. So actually, no. What I'd rather do is cast the Vexing Devil, because if I don't need to the Skullcrack, then I can at least bolt them or something in response. So we'll see how that goes. Second Eidolon will be fine if they get rid of the first Eidolon. I think they'll take the 4 here, but I could be wrong. Even if they have a removal spell in hand, the nice thing... Oh, okay, neat. The nice thing is they'll take 2 damage to kill the Vexing Devil if they do have a removal spell. Okay. I don't know what I want them to have. They have 5 cards in hand. Yeah, I don't know. Now the game gets grindy. Fatal push on the Eidolon. Yeah, okay. Sure. That happens. Yeah. Grimflare deals damage. Does this thing become a 4/4? Wow, look, if you don't make it bigger, you actually don't even get to see the delirium part of this. Okay. Yeah, it becomes a 4/4. It won't, though, in this case. Okay. Yeah, resolves. Oh, okay, now what the heck do I do? I bolt something, but do I bolt them and attack in? Or do I bolt the Grimflare, hold up Skullcrack, and be able to attack in? Okay, okay, so let's say I bolt them to 8. Let's say I draw a bolt. That's probably my best draw at this point. Put them to 6. Attack in. These trade. The board just empties out. This is tough. This is really tough. Oh man, this is close. Okay. This is tight. This is tight. I think I want to get this Grimflare out of the way. This might be a mistake. We'll see how it goes. This might be a mistake. But a free attack in here is something, and right now this Vexing Devil has done a total of 0 damage. That was a good draw. Might mean I should have, well, we'll see. Yeah, obviously you block. Get this out of my hand. Okay. Okay. This is good. Play another Night of Autumn. It's not great. Sure. I think I need to hold on to the Skullcrack. Evidently I did not. Yeah, evidently I did not. That's bad. On the bright side, what it means is I get to Skullcrack, untap Skullcrack, and can possibly just win. So for the next, 2 turns, they can't gain life. If I can draw like a 1-mana like Lightning Bolt or something, or Bump in the Night, or Lava Spike, or any of the other million 1-drops I have. It also means bolting that Grimflare might have been a mistake. That's okay. I can deal with that. Come on! Come on! Yeah! Yeah! There we go. There we go. Whew! That's why we're playing these. That's why we're playing these cards. That's what the deck does. Just a bunch of bolts. Just a bunch of bolts. Lands and bolts. That's all we got. Whew! Okay, we got there. That was tough. That was close. I think I might have misplayed with that bolt. I think bolting their face and forcing... You know, I didn't force them to double block, but... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure which is which. The Grimflare... the possibility of the Grimflare did scare me, though. Either way, whew! We got there. We're 1-1. I didn't see any light up the stage that game. That's another unfortunate part. But I think that would have been a little bit awkward in that game 3, having a light up the stage. Yeah, I think a little bit. Personally, right now, again, I wanted to play this deck, and this is fun, and I think right now I might actually go back to like a Nihilist, and I would just fill the sideboard with green cards. I would put Destructive Revelry, Cinder Vines, Atarka's Commands, like... You know what? If I got 2 mana up, you're not gaining life. I got 8 Skullcrack effects. What are you going to do? I think I might do something like that and just hope to play against non-broken London Mulligan decks. So I think that's what I might do if I were to play in a local event, say this weekend or something. But either way, Andrew, day 2 Dryden. We're going into round 3. I'll see you there. Round 3, and this hand is pretty good. This is a hand that Light Up the Stage will help fix, because we'll be able to get in, I think, with it. I'm hoping, anyway. Again, we're on the draw, but hoping we'll be able to Bloodstainmire Goblin Guide, and then turn 2 we'll be able to Goblin Guide, attack in, and then light up the stage. Even if we don't draw a second land, that's what I'm hoping for. Oh no! Okay, well, hey, we got Artifact Hate. Ooh, that's pretty good too. We don't like have any interaction for this right now, but we'll get there. We will get there. Again, I don't love having just the 1 black card in the main deck. I don't know if that's right. I could be wrong. Dun, 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 dun. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Master of Ethereum. Okay. Okay. 3 mana Anthem effect. I can beat that. I can beat that. Just don't barf 4 other permanents onto the battlefield. That would be unfortunate for me. Yeesh. No bueno. No bueno! Oh, God. Okay, so we don't get the Spectacle trigger anymore. So what happens here? We attack in. They block. They sack. That's fine. Yeah, actually, you know what? I don't think they've got really great blocks. Either they block here and it dies, or they block here and they sack this to make it 2/2, which like isn't the worst. You know, like getting them to do it now, taking away their ability to do this stuff. I think that's honestly our best line here. And actually, if they just attack in and take it, or if we just attack in and they take it, I can actually even skewer the critics this Ravager. Oh, they got another one on the way. Great. Oh, okay, so that's a bit rough then. So in other words, they just make this Ornithopter a 1/3 and play another Ravager. Oh man, this is rough. Or I can light up the stage, try to hit a land, and skewer the critics, maybe. It's rough. I think I have to light up the stage. I think I have to just, like... I think I just have to try to outrace them right now, which is going to be pretty hard to do. Could be mistaken, but we'll see. I want to hit a land and something else. Even 2 lands would be fine, actually. Just guarantee my next 2 land drops. Oh, God, that was not what we wanted. That's not what we wanted. Not at all. Not at all. Wow. That's rough. Yep. Alright, so now we basically can't kill almost anything. Okay, we really need a land here. Like, so badly. Okay. Hey, you know what? That's job 1. So, okay, now if I attack in, they can just sack and block, and that's fine, I think. I might have to just let these go. I'm not even sure I'm going to cast one of these. Oh, this is such an awkward set of circumstances. Although it looks like their hand's pretty awkward as well. Oh, well, now they're not going to want to sack anything. Okay. Yeah, and none of this stuff's instant speed. That's another problem with these red-black cards and these spectacle cards. So many of them are sorcery speed. Okay. Okay. Well, let's try to get some value out of this. Okay, so if I bolt this, this sax goes on here. Okay, you know what? That's not the worst. That's not the worst. And you know what? Maybe I've just been too cute. Maybe I just need... You know what? Actually, yeah. You know what? Nuts to this. I'm just going to race. I'm just going to race. They're down to 13. This Rift Bolt comes off. They're down to 10. Yeah, I'm getting too cute. I'm getting too cute. Nope, just shoot him in the face. Stop being cute, Andrew. This Edge Champion's pretty strong, but you know what? They don't have the mana to cast it right now. And... you know, without a cranial plating or anything, it's not that scary. There we go. Okay, figured it out. Slowly but surely. Whew. Okay. Yeah, that's a thing. Sure. Sure. Again, it's actually nice. I can just keep attacking into these. This is pretty great. I want to attack in and... sure, that's fine. Yeah, I was going to say, they see what's happening. I'm like, oh, Andrew woke up. He realized he needs to actually win this game. Yes. That is exactly what happened. Yeah, I should have just been trying to race from the start. I was expecting bad things to happen a lot sooner. Land. Okay. Well, there we go. So what order do we want to do this in? I think we want to get creatures out. Okay, hold on. Can we deal 10? Probably not. Pretty close though. But can they deal 13? 1, 2, 3, 4. If they play a Master of Ethereum, then it becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Possibly 8. Okay, so I don't think they can win next turn anyway. So yeah, I think we just go bananas here. So this comes out. Yeah. Yeah, definitely get a basic. Don't want to make this too easy on them. Okay, alright. Get this out of my hand. Whew. Alright. So they're going to take at least 4 here. Go to 3. Alright, okay. So yeah, you got to win this turn. Oh, we're going to let them have a couple attempts at drawing. Uh-oh. Ooh, I hadn't... Oh, no! Oh, no, that could totally do it. Oh, no. Wait. Or is that with the Master of Ethereum? Okay, well, not now. Not if this dies. Oh, no, yeah, because I don't know, the same thing. Okay, so hold on. What was the Galvanic Blast? I didn't think of this. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Okay, this thing's going to get big. That's fine. That's okay. Sure. You going to sack the other one, too? Oh, you sacked one to the... Okay, I didn't think that through. Yeah, okay, either way, still, that's fine. That's fine. Yes. So they 5. They smoke me for another. They go 9. Okay, so I think I'm still good here. Wow, we managed to bungle our way through this game. Holy crap. I think we got lucky. I think we actually had the deck with the lower mana curve than Affinity. That's not always common. Yeah, hit me for 5. Hit me for another 4. Sure, hit me for 6. That's fine, yeah. I don't think that works. Yeah. I don't think that does it. Or can you put them all into 1 and does that do it? Eat 1 goes to 3. Eat 1. Oh, maybe it does. Maybe it's just enough. I haven't done the math. Is it 7? Be 7. Please be 7. Okay. Whew. Okay. Don't have an Amox Opal. Don't have an Ornithopter. Don't have a 0-cost artifact. Okay. I think we managed to sneak away with a turn, like, 6 win. Yeah, I was like, if you're not going to kill me, you can't attack. You have to hope I have nothing. And I don't. And I don't. There we go. Okay, wow, that was pathetic. Holy crap. Okay, you know what? All the times I haven't been able to top deck a Bolt for a couple turns in a row, that's fine. We got there that time. So Searing Bloods we want. Smash to Smithereens we want. Kolaghan's Command we want. What do we not want? Eidolon we're going to cut a few copies of. Skullcrack we could play. Collective Brutality? I don't think we want Collective Brutality. We're probably not doing the instant sorcery part. The -2/-2 and the lose 2 thing, that's okay. That can like sort of have us keep up in the early turns. That's possible we want Collective Brutality. It's possible. But let's see what else we have at the moment. I don't love Light Up the Stage in this. I kind of want to race more than I want value, so I can take a couple of those out. I think this is pretty good. Yeah, hitting a Kolaghan's Command off a Light Up the Stage when you don't have the mana is also really bad too. This is probably fine. Do I want... I kind of want Skullcracks. But what do I want them more than? I don't really want them more than any of this. Yeah, you know what? Maybe Light Up the Stage, actually. Here, put a couple of Skullcracks in for that. But I don't think the rest of it. I think the rest of it's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's the way we want it. This is a hand that can race. And we have a small amount of interaction, so hey, there's that. This hand could be better, but I can't really throw this away. I don't think. I don't think that's a hand you throw away. Okay, there's that opal. They didn't have this busted start on game 1. Oh, really? That's it? Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, no. Teased me. Second main. Playing the creature's second main. Ah, okay. Yeah, Vault Scourge. That does stuff. That's a good draw, though. I want to get these lands out of my hand. Do we go Goblin Guide? Do we go Vexing Devil? Do we suspend the Rift Bolt so that we can get the Skewer the Critics out of the hand? I have a lot of options here. I think what we want to do is get the party started with Goblin Guide. I think next turn, if this thing becomes dangerous, I can, get rid of it at instant speed or something. Right now, it doesn't really make sense to block it. Might as well get in for 2 while I can, develop a board presence. We drew them a card. That's unfortunate, but I think that's what we want to do. Not sure what I want to see here. I guess I'd like them to tap out for a cranial plating. Actually, they wouldn't tap out. They'd be able to equip it to the Vault Scourge. So I don't want to see a cranial plating this turn. That would be bad. Oh no! Oh god, okay. Well, they're going to gain some life here. They are going to gain some life. Oh! Except they misclicked, I think. This costs 1 to equip, doesn't it? I think our opponent misclicked there. But maybe I'm wrong. Shields are down. You can smash in for like 4 life. Gain 4 life there. I think that was a mistake. I fetched, right? Okay. There. Nobody give me crap in the comments section for not deck thinning and still drawing lands. I did it right that time. We'll do it again. I think I want to hold up this Smash the Smithereens, though. I think that's what I have to do. You want to equip this or something? That's fine. You can do it then. Yeah, keep drawing lands. That's fine. I'm not worried about those. Those aren't your payoff cards. Those are your enablers. That's fine. Why did they not equip the cranial plating? That must have been a misclick. Like I was tapped out. It wasn't like you could hold up a counter spell or something. Like it just doesn't make sense. Another Vault Scourge. Yeah, okay, sure. That happens. Cranial plating goes on there. Yep. Alright, well, if you have interaction, I'm not going to be happy. Do I get rid of the Vault Scourge or the cranial plating? I hadn't actually thought that through. I think I get rid of the cranial plating. Ah, that's tough. Because they can just equip it to this other one and then I can't attack in very well. Yeah, I get this cranial plating out of here. That thing's more dangerous. Ugh. That sucks. Well, whatever. Couldn't really play around that. They had it, they had it. I guess I could have to see if they were going to, like, animate this before or after, but this is too big of a deal. I needed to get rid of this when I did. On the bright side, can attack in. I can kill this. This is tough. This is pretty bad. I needed that to die. It's unfortunate. Okay. It's okay. I haven't lost yet. Drawing them a lot of cards. Really like it if you blocked. Of course you don't. Okay, so I have nothing to do at instant speed, so this just has to go now. Unfortunately. Let's see what they do with this. I think they take it. I think they take the 4 damage. Oh. Yeah, that's what I meant. And we're tapping out, which I don't like, but there's only so much I can do. They're all sorcery speed cards. Sucks. Oh, that's not good. That means we can't get rid of these things now. That means I need to draw, like, Mulligan's Command or something. Ooh, that's bad, too. Okay, so yeah, we might even just die this turn. Oh, darn you, Vault Scourge! Scourge of my life. Okay. Yep. You had the counterspell, you played cautiously, you drew all your lands, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so I don't think it makes a huge difference. I guess we'll shoot the Vault Scourge, but they can always just equip this. Like, I'm at 2 life. I think this red-black version is just worse against Affinity, just with a lack of instant speed interaction, but we'll see what happens. Sure. Sure. They can tap for that. Let's just go to the next game. I'm done with this. Like, even if I like made it through this turn, it's not like I can win the next turn. If they were at like a very low life total, I'd be like, oh, if they misclick, I can win. Yeah, no, this is done. I think that was fine. They had a counterspell. We could have drawn a little bit better. Nothing too bad about that. Yeah, I think we're still fine. I just run it back. Love to play first. This hand looks okay. These sorcery speed conditional freaking chain lightnings are real. Like, this is showing their bad side. That's what this is doing. Like, these Skewer the Critics are great if you're racing and winning. It's not what we're doing here. We are not the beatdown for the most part. I need more. This is a good matchup for like having 4 Searing Blaze in the deck instead of like the 4 Skewer the Critics. Get this out of my hand. I do have Searing Blaze in the deck still. Okay, let's go back to game 1 where we didn't draw them any cards. Let's try that one. Come on, let my Goblin Guard resolve. Come on. What's our opponent? Downwit Disease. Okay, well, go blow your nose and pass priority back to me. There you go. Come on. All right. Let's see what you got on top. Springleaf Drum. It's okay. It's okay. You probably didn't keep your hand hoping to draw a Springleaf Drum. Sure. Sure. Oh, Ornithopter before the land. That's how you know they're a pro. What if they have a Force Spike? Then they got it. Okay, that one you can make fun of me for. Attack! Ugh. Hit him to 10, Skullcrack. Maybe? play a 4/4 next turn. Yeah, I'm in tough here. I think I just need to go bananas. Get these out of my hand while I can. They kept their hand though with 6 cards, so I mean they must have not steel. They must have a steel overseer or a ravager or cranial plating or something. They're just playing this. Okay. Come on, Mulligan's Command. That'd be a good draw right now. I would big time love to draw Mulligan's Command right now. It's not horrible. That's pretty good actually. Keeps the pressure on. Gain life if we have to. Yeah, that's okay. No Boros Charms in the deck, though. No Boros Charms, so I can't just go Skullcrack, untap, win. But they don't really... I mean, I don't know what's in their hand, but they don't have anything frightening right now. That Nexus becomes frightening if they've got like a cranial plating or something. But okay. Is the best this Goblin Guide's going to do save me 5 life right now? Because I could hypothetically attack in. They probably play it safe and block with the Ornithopter, not the Vault Scourge. Block with the Vault Scourge, we Skullcrack them, that dies, but then whatever, they block with the Ornithopter. Okay, well, then I would have rather just saved the 5 life. I kind of want to hold on to the Skullcrack because I don't, like I said, I can't just, like if this was another Bolt and I could just draw another burn spell or something and win. Yeah, okay, so I think we're going to block here. I think we're going to block, just hold up the Skullcrack, hope to draw a couple of 1-mana spells and live for another couple turns. Searing Blaze would be good here. That's a bad draw. That draw, however, stinks. It stinks. This is really bad. We can still win this though. They attack in, we block, Skullcrack them. They go to 4. We draw, I don't know, Mulligan's Command or something. That would be good. That's bad. That's bad. That's a bad one. Sure. Hopefully they don't have the Spell Pierce again. That would suck. Maybe I should have kept the Swiftspear on the board. I could be wrong. No, because then I'm going down to 10. Then I'm like, oh, do you actually have it? Of course they have it. Okay, well, we weren't beating this then. We just straight up weren't. Just drew too awkwardly. And they got the, yeah. Even against a bad roll with Affinity, we just didn't get there. That sucks. That's too bad. All right. Okay. The old hope they click through their attack step plan, eh? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And even if they did, there's nothing I have that can deal 6. All right. Well, good games, opponent. Sure, overkill, whatever. -3. Well, that's too bad. I think again, I like the red-black version of this deck, but I think it's, again, we're playing in the friendly leagues, which I haven't done for in like 8 months. I think it's good if you're gold fishing, but you know, things are sorceries. I don't know. Yeah, not the best in certain matchups like this. I still think the red white or the Naya version is the way to go. But I have had fun casting light at the stage. I'll say that. Either way, it's been Andrew. Day 2 Dryden. We're grinding our way through this league. Grinding our way through this league, and I will see you in round 4. Ha. Okie dokie. Oh man, we are getting so many one-land hands. However, again, this low-curve deck is nice because we are able to actually do something with it. We got a whole bunch of 1-mana spells here. In fact, 5 of them? So I'm going to keep this. I am not going to London Mulligan myself down to 6, even if I do get to see 7 cards. I'm still okay keeping one land 7-card hands. Absolutely I am. This Searing Blaze would have been nice to see in the last couple rounds, and we didn't. So my guess is that that means it's going to be awful in this matchup when it actually shows up. But we'll see what happens here. Okay, grab this Blood Crypt, because we actually do have a Bump in the Night in our hand too, so we definitely want it. Do I start on the Guide or the Vexing Devil? Oh, this is an interesting choice. Normally it's just always the Guide, right? You know what? Let's get in the guaranteed damage. I have this Skewer the Critics in my hand, so next turn I'm probably going to want to get damage in to activate that at least. I don't know what I'm up against yet, so let's get some information. Ooh, Pentad Prism. Yeah, so it looks like Ad Nauseam again, which means, yeah, this Searing Blaze is going to be real crap. Real crap. It's okay. These Vexing Devils are actually going to be really good, though, because it means they're probably going to take the 4, which means we can probably race them. I do want a second land, though, in a big way. Second land. Come on. Damn it. It's too bad. It's too bad. Oh, there's the Ad Nauseam. Okay, well, they know they got it in their hand. Probably take the 4, I'd imagine. Yep. Well, hey, it's good we were on the play this time. When we played Ad Nauseam in round 1, I think we would have won game 1 had we been on the play. Yeah, there's the Pentad Prism. My artifact hate is all in my sideboard at the moment. Gah! Alright. Come on, land. Ugh. Nothing doing. Oy vey. Okay, I think we got 1 turn here. I think we got 1 turn for this to work. Because they need 6 mana, I'm pretty sure. And they got 5 right now. So if we draw a land, I think we're good. Bolt, Skewer, Bump, Skewer, Attack. Oh, or Phyrexian Life. Okay, so yeah, we're... No, that's going to do it then. Ugh, man, these marginal hands. Those are the hands we're supposed to be able to keep, even with the old Mulligan rule. We are just getting ripped apart here in this friendly league. That does not help. I think they've just got it. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure they get to untap and just win. But I could be mistaken. Pretty sure that's how that works, though. So close. So close. Nope, these combo decks that we need to race, and yeah, we're not able to race when we need to, and we're not able to interact when we need to. It's been an unfortunate series of events in this league. It's okay. We still got a couple games here, but just been wrong place at the wrong time. I wonder if it's the same person I played in round 1. I should have checked. If I wasn't recording, I would have checked. The word I'm playing like gut shot or something? I don't think it matters. I don't think ad nauseum and Phyrexian Unlife matters. It doesn't give you poison. I'm pretty sure. Oh well. Ugh. At least anyone who's unfamiliar with this combo is getting to see it a second time. Oh man. Again, I think I said this in round 2, maybe in round 1, maybe both. If these are the decks that are showing up, I want green. I want to be playing the Naya version. I want my sideboard to have like 3 Destructive Revelry, maybe 2 Cinder Vines. I want to be playing a Tarka's Command. I want to go back to old school burn. Maybe that's what I need to start doing. Back to like Wild Macattal, Naya burn. Oh, you're going to win this way. What? Oh, because you draw a card. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. All right, just having fun, winning a different way. Sure, I appreciate that. This goes away. So what did we do last time? I think it was good. We didn't do much. Oh yeah, we added in these. Definitely want those. Take out Lavamancer. We could add in Skullcracks, but we pretty much have to assume we're going to be up against a Leyline of Sanctity. That's the other unfortunate thing. And I just have no answers to that in here. Just none. Yeesh. I'm trying to find room for this Lavamancer, but I don't know what I want. I'm thinking maybe a Rift Bolt or something, but it's not bad with... Like, it's bad with Light Up the Stage, but it's pretty good with Skewer the Critics. It's good for turning on Light Up the Stage. No, this is fine. Let's go... Yeah, let's go like this. That's probably what we want to do. Let's try to force a game 3 this time. I think we got the tools. Again, all we needed was a second land there. A land on turn 2. We would have just rolled our opponent. Very fast. Very fast gold fishing with this deck. Alright, would you like to play first? Absolutely. Again, one land hand. However, I have to assume I'm going to be up against a Leyline. This hand can beat a Leyline. It has 3 creatures in it. So I'm keeping. Basically, to me, the answer is, can this hand beat a Leyline? Because the opponent's going to probably go for it. Wow, they didn't. Okay, well, not a bad hand to begin. It isn't like a horrible hand anyway. Let's get the Swift Spear going, I guess. I guess we want Swift Spear first. If I knew I had a second land, I'd probably lead on Vexing Devil. No, I wouldn't, because it doesn't turn on Skewer the Critics very well. Or Swift Spear doesn't turn on Skewer the Critics very well, because you have to deal damage first. Sure. So yeah, if I don't draw a land, or like a Goblin Guide or something, probably get the other Swift Spear out. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe the Vexing Devil's the way to go. Because I assume they're going to take the 4. But if they're going to take the 4, then they're going to do it later too, right? Same thing. Maybe not, because no, it's more... Oof. It is more likely they'll take the 4 earlier rather than take 4 every turn from it. Wow, missing a second land is again really hurting. Let's get this Vexing Devil out of my hand. I think they're going to take the 4. Makes sense. Yeah, they just want to survive. That thing's worth probably 8 if they let it live right now. Might be worth 8. I like Vexing Devil though. I really do. I haven't thought it was a bad draw at any point. The problem with this deck so far has been the awkwardness of everything. Not everything. A lot of these things being sorcery speed. And these weird sort of conditions where like Skewer the Critics is okay, but not. But like, you know, you can only... You can't really cast it in your first main phase with these Swift Spears. It's a bit awkward. I really like the idea of this deck, but I think it just doesn't have the right interaction. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just... Seriously. Okay, when we get that second land, we might just kill them. This would have been such a good hand with one more land in it. Maybe I should have mulliganed, but I thought, you know, I've got enough spells. I think you need to just... Ugh. The Unlife is so bad. So bad. Ugh. Thank you. Finally, we at least get one. Okay, so I think I can make it one more turn. Because basically right now I need to decide if I'm going to play the Swift Spear out and get in. Or wait, what does that mean? Okay, if I play a Swift Spear, Lava Spike them, that becomes 3. 2, 4, 6. None of these are instant speed. It's horrible. Okay, what happens if I do it the other way? Just get these Skewer the Critics out of my hand. Attack in for 3. It's just worse. Same thing, but worse. Okay, so there. If I get another turn... Oh no, because I need to get them down to... right. I need to get them down to 0. So no, this was the right play. Because this way I can Lava Spike them down to 0 and then possibly get them for 10 poison counters after that. But if they have like an Angel's Grace in their hand, I'm in big trouble. Or a Simian Spirit Guide and they go... Yeah, there we go. I can't race this deck with only one land. I can race this deck, but not with only one land. That's too bad. That's unfortunate. Well, we can't say we didn't give it the old college try, that's for sure. We're losing to Affinity, we're losing to Ad Nauseam. Yeah, these aren't the decks we should be losing to, in my opinion. You gonna go for the lab man again? Oh, I don't think you can make blue mana. No. Yeah. Yeah, I needed one more turn. I needed one more turn in like probably 3 or 4 games so far in this league. It's modern. You don't get that one more turn. It's not like it's standard. That's too bad. Too bad. All right, but we had it next turn. All right. Okay, that's enough of this. That's enough. That's enough. So yeah, unfortunately, we're what? 3-1 now. Well, we're gonna go into round 5. We're still gonna see what this deck can do. You know, I guess the only frustrating part is that we're not really seeing the red-black cards like we kind of are, but we're really more seeing what these awkward one-land hands do, which is strange because there's more 1-drops in this deck than normal. Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's the variance in the game. Either way, Andrew, day 2 Dryden. We're going into round 5. Hopefully we at least get a bit of a game going on here, right? Like, I don't even care if I lose, but like something a little bit more interactive. These turns have been very scripted, and there hasn't been too much to talk about, unfortunately. But hey, I mean, now you don't have to do as much testing of your own on this list. So, like I said, stay tuned. I'll see you in round 5. Here we go, round 5 on the draw, unfortunately. But hey, would you look at that? How many lands? Dose. And not only that, we got a great curve here. We got some 1-mana plays into an Eidolon. This hand would be really great on the draw. Sorry, on the play, but it's still pretty good on the draw. We're against Dr. Sea Lion. Oof. Hopefully they're a marine biologist. Is that kind of like a human being like a physiotherapist or something? How are you going to fix climate change, Dr. Sea Lion? Your habitat is shrinking. Ooh. And I'm thinking we're up against Jund or something. Which means this Vexing Devil might not be great. You know what? I think the important... this is tough, because like they have so much removal, they might just get rid of the Vexing Devil pretty easily. If we were on the play, I think it would have made this choice we wouldn't have drawn it, but I think it would have made this choice a lot harder on them. And again, like the thing about this matchup is I want to cast as many spells as I can, like sort of sitting back and having like Inquisition into Liliana into whatever, and like taking away all these resources and us not being able to cast spells. That's kind of how I feel I lose these games. So if this Vexing Devil ends up doing nothing, I think that's a big problem. So for that reason, I'm going to suspend a Rift Bolt and pass the turn. That's the reason for that. It's my thought process anyway. If you see a problem with that line or something I'm not taking into account, let me know. That being said, if their removal was also like Assassin's Trophy, I'd be fine with that. Sure. Turn this Vexing Devil into like a ramp spell. That's okay. I can live with that. Oh no, Collective Brutality. That sucks. I'm assuming that's what this is because it's taking forever to resolve. Or not. First I thought it was a Goyf, but this is taking way a Bob! Ooh! Okay. That's great. Yes. Very happy to see that. That's a card that you're going to cut for games 2 and 3. So I am super happy to see you put that out. Hoo. Very happy. So yeah, now we're just going to slam this Eidolon and away we go. Well, maybe not. We'll see what we draw. But I'm pretty sure I'm just slamming this Eidolon. I'm definitely now slamming this Eidolon. I got a handful of cards. You've got a Dark Confidant that's going to kill you. I got an Eidolon out. I mean, this could... of course they draw a land. I mean, this could go badly for me still, but... this is better than I thought it was gonna be. So there you go, like Liliana, make me eat or make me get rid of a creature. It's not the worst. It's not the worst. 2 black? Costs 2 black. Oh, okay, now we might see... oh, no, okay, I was going to say, now we might see a Collective Brutality. No, yeah, okay, Liliana, that's fine. Liliana of the Veil. Sack a creature. Oh. So many to choose from. Is this one or this one again? So, I'd like to draw a Swift Spear or a Goblin Guide or something that can deal with this pretty effectively, but a land is also a pretty good draw though. This is that point. I prefer when this point in the game comes later than turn 3, but this is the point where I start to think, okay, do I just kill this Liliana or do I just start going to their face? And it's really, really tempting to just start going to their face at this point, especially with this Dark Confidant on board. In fact, I think the Dark Confidant on board is going to be the deciding factor for me here. Okay, this Liliana has to go up. Can't go down right now. Which means if I don't kill it, which I don't want to, I'm going to lose one card. I throw an Eidolon out. I could throw a Vexing Devil out. Maybe I should throw a Vexing Devil out and see what they do. Maybe that's a good idea. This is a tough call. I could also just deal them 9. I could also just deal them 9 damage by suspending a Rift Bolt and spiking them twice. Okay, I think I'm going to get out this Vexing Devil and we're going to see what they do. If Liliana just goes up next... Oh no, yeah, if Liliana's just going to go up next turn, I can get rid of this Eidolon. I don't think it's going to be as valuable at this point. But I really want them to take the 4, I think. Yeah, no, I definitely want them to take the 4. Sweet, they did. Okay. In that case... I'm really torn here on what the right line is. I don't know what's in their hand, and this is, like, tough. You know what? No. Okay, I'm just going to go and, like, this is stupid, Andrew. They took the 4, put them down to 5, and if they get rid of the Eidolon, put them down to, like, 2. You've got them effectively at 2 at the moment. Just, what the heck are you doing? Stop overthinking it here. Get this out of your hand. Get this out of your hand. This Bob is just going to kill them. Like, what? Wow. I don't know what's going through my head right now. Right? They go to 8. Rift Bolts. They go to 5. Lava Spike. They go to 2. Dark Confidant. Reveal Dark Confidant. You're dead. Greatness at any cost. Well, it might cost you game 1. Hey, there we go. Hope drawing that card was worth 3 life. I'm absolutely getting rid of this Eidolon. Not even a second thought. Absolutely ditching that. And they ditched the Verdant Catacombs. Tireless Tracker. Yeah, that's not going to do it. That's not going to do it either. You needed a Scavenging Ooze or a Kitchen Finks or... I don't know, something. Something that wasn't that. Okay. I think playing that Bob was awfully ambitious. I think it should have been Liliana fodder, to be honest. But that's just my personal opinion. Maybe the opponent... I have had people keep these in against me post-boarded, and I'm like, what are you doing? So maybe our opponent is going to keep these in. That would be fantastic. That would be absolutely fantastic. Look at the graveyard difference. This never happens either. That's weird. Bolt ya. Please just let this resolve, Dr. Sea Lion. I know the fish are all dying. We're wrecking your environment. But if you could, like, perk up that tiny little bit. There we go. Wow. 3 Eidolons. Yeah. Just kill ya. Hit you in the face. Okay, let this resolve, please. There we go. Okay, awesome. Game 2. So, we definitely want the Skull Cracks. Definitely want the Skull Cracks. Searing Blaze is okay. I'll keep Searing Blaze. I don't always... But again, like Tireless Tracker, things like that, like it can be good. I haven't used this Ravenous Trap once this entire league. A little bit frustrating. I gotta cut 4 cards. What did I do last time? I don't have a sideboard guide that I made myself for this list. Eidolons can be pretty rough. That one was okay. It dealt 2. Got a Liliana Edict. No, these were bad. These were no, these were not great. Just take those out. Yeah, just like that. That's fine. Okay. All right. Oh no. No, this is a keep. No, I like this a lot actually. Yeah. Goblin Guide into light up the stage. Draw some cards. Deal some damage. Draw some cards. Keep. Bolt our opponent. Draw some cards. Bolt our opponent. Draw some cards. Bolt our opponent. Draw some cards. I don't know how many people watch these videos and the videos of one Saffron Olive, but I believe something like that has become a catchphrase of his. Oh boy. Come on, Dr. Sea Lion. Where do you think sea lions go to get their doctorate? What kind of school? School of Fish? North Pole University? Does Santa Claus have like a satellite campus somewhere? Maybe it's kind of like the Gungan village from Phantom Menace. Got a bunch of little like bubble houses down under the sea. Maybe he's not even a real doctor. Maybe that's it. Maybe he's like a doctor of philosophy or something. Not that it isn't like a real doctor, but like when you say doctor, you think medical doctor generally, right? Which, and I have a lot of friends who have PhDs. Maybe not a lot. Humble brag, right? I know a few people. Oh, it says Dr. Sea Lion lost connection to the game. Well, I mean, it's pretty cold up there, right? You get some seawater in your you get some seawater into your hard drive. That's gonna grind that thing up, right? It's gonna seize up. I can't imagine technology like that is easy to keep running up there. I mean, it's what you sign up for. Dr. Sea Lion's back. Well, that's good news. I was worried. He almost went extinct. Really trying to fill some dead air here. In round 5 of all things. This is a lot easier to do in round 1 when I'm not 1-3 and tired from playing these games. Come on, Dr. Sea Lion, you're killing me here. There we go. We're in your main phase. Kept a 7-card hand. Catacombs. I really don't see why Paul McCartney wants to save you. This is ridiculous. Play your turn. Maybe it's seals. I think that's what Paul McCartney advocates against, the seal hunt and things like that. Holy Moses. Unlike Nikachu, I don't have my brother here to just like have witty banter to fill all this dead space. This is just bananas. Alright. So yeah, London Mulligan. Let's talk about that, I guess. I think it's helped our opponents in these games, and I think it doesn't help Burn. I think it I think it helps us in like fair matchups the same way it would in like limited or standard or whatever. But in eternal formats like this, we're already a deck that doesn't mulligan well. So sort of making mulligans a little bit better isn't really doing too much for us. Like it makes the mulligans better the same way it makes a limited format better, but it doesn't make it better than some of the busted decks that can operate off like 3 or 4 cards, right? We're a deck that really needs to operate off of like 7 or 8 over the course of the game. So I don't. Oh, they took that. That's interesting. Good. I was excited to play this. You jerk. Unbelievable. You suck. All right. Oh my god. F6, man. You got nothing to do. Just pass price. Let me do my turn. I'm gonna be quick. God. Okay. Look at all these triggers and everything I gotta do, and it's gonna take me seconds. Okay. There we go. Cool. We drew him a card. That's too bad. All right. Next. Bam. See? F6. Catacombs again. All right. Well, small little bit of help with the fact that they have to fetch. I tell you, those fast lands coming into Modern, yeah, Byrne's been playing Inspiring Vantage, and that's been nice. But I would way, way rather have them taken out and have everybody need to be fetching out their whatever you call it. I so much would rather have that. Do I offer the trade? Or do I just kill this thing? I think I just kill this thing. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Searing Blaze here would be so good. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to offer up the trade. Sure, that's fine. Hold up, Bolt. Okay. Yeah, I like that better. The Ooze was going to die no matter what. But... oh, this is fantastic. It's a bad draw. Okay, well, we'll see what happens here, but it doesn't look like they're drawing super well. Unless they're like planning to just go like turn 4 Kalitas and win. And hey, again, we don't have Boros Charms. So, could be a thing. I don't know why I have priority right now. I hit F6. What's going on here? There you go. 6. But hey, turn 3, they're down to 4 life. That's pretty good. We know at least one card in their hand is a Treetop Village, and one is a currently useless removal spell. Inquisition, go for it. You like what you see? Oops, no, don't F6. I'm gonna fetch it end of turn. Might as well get this out. Don't be a land. Come on! Okay, well, you know about this. This is not good. Giving him time to get back in. We're giving him time to get back in. That's okay. I can race this. This is fine. I have no issues with this. This is great. It means you're not playing Scavenging Ooze and gaining life. It means you're not playing Kitchen Finks. What are you doing? First off, why'd you keep these in? Second off, this is suicide. You're at 4 life. That's the... There we go. Like, I don't know what... I don't know. Like, you might just be done here. This is a bad idea. Okay, if anyone is watching this and has a friend who plays Jund or Black Green X, you take the Dark Confidants out. Lucky never punished. Better lucky than good. Treetop Village, sure. Yeah. I'm not casting the Skullcrack either. I've got so much mana. I will take 1 land out of the deck, though. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my god. What are you doing? Oh, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, they'll assassin trophy their own Dark Confidant. That's okay, that makes sense. No! You don't let this... Oh my god. Sure. Sure. Let's go. Tap. Tap them. You're committed. You're down to 3 life because you played this Dark Confidant. What are you doing? Come on, man. You gotta sideboard those out. Shouldn't say man. It could be a female Dr. Sea Lion. Women can be doctors too. Okay? Or, you know, they don't identify as whatever. That's fine. Oh, yeah, right. There's a friendly league. So it actually was worth my time to play it out. I forgot. I haven't played friendly leagues in like months. I'm glad there was a friendly league though. I wasn't sure about how I felt about this black-red deck, but it wasn't a great showing. It wasn't great. Honestly, I want green in my sideboards right now. I really, really do. And maybe the Wild Nakatos aren't out of the question either. Maybe you just want to race and like try to go, you know, like maybe we got to go old school. Atarka's Command, Wild Nakato? I don't know, maybe. Either way, that's what I think I'm going to be playing and testing the next week or so. I'm not a fan of this London Mulligan in Eternal formats. I don't like it. I like what they're trying to do for the fair formats. I agree with that. I think it causes too much of a non-fail rate in some of the busted decks, but it's my opinion, and Wizards doesn't care about it, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, here let's take a look at the deck we played, and yeah, and then we'll go from there. So my biggest disappointment with this league was that we didn't get to see Ravenous Trap even one time. I was really, really wanting to see this against Dredge or any of the other graveyard decks because I think it's, again, I think it's a really good card against those decks that doesn't cost you $45 online or whatever they are in paper now, right? Something insane, right? I really like this card. If you really want some graveyard hate and you don't have to shell it for too much, I really like that. The rest of the deck's relatively, actually no, Blackleaf Cliffs are still kind of expensive, so I mean, maybe this isn't really the budget deck you want to run. But again, you don't have to cast this thing for black too, right? Like you could run this in a mono red build. If you were looking for great budget mono red graveyard hate, you know what? You still might be better off going with like a Relic of Progenitus or something like that. But I really like the fact that this costs 0. I really do, and it gets rid of the entire graveyard. And if you're using your own graveyard, that can matter. Or not really, except for the Lavamancer. But yeah, so I don't know. Overall, I like this deck. Just didn't really get there. Looking at it again, I think I should have included more ways to deal with big creatures. That wasn't what did us in. That wasn't the problem. That like a Thought-Knot Seer or a Tarmogoyf just beat us to death. That wasn't the problem. So, you know, a Path to Exile or a Murderous Cut or Fatal Push or any of those kind of things wouldn't have made a difference. But that's something I overlooked a little bit when I was building the deck. So I think I might revisit that if I was going to look at this again. But yeah, overall, I don't know. There weren't too many non-games. The non-games we had were because of sort of mana screw and our opponents being like, hey, did you win by turn 5? Okay, well then I win, because that's how my deck works. So good for them. That's how the deck works. That's how Modern is. Overall, though, yeah, I'd recommend playing green in your sideboards. And yeah. Oh, one last thing. Let me know what you think of the London Mulligan. Let me know what your opinions are. You know, as long as it's respectful and, you know, I'm not like shouting from the rooftops, this is the death of Magic. Although, again, this is a serious shakeup to how decks are built and how metagames are shaped. So let me know what you think about the London Mulligan. Other than that, though, if you haven't checked it out, we also had an Ask Me Anything with Nikachu this last week. I was there because I was in the recording, obviously, but I haven't watched it or read some of the comments yet. But hopefully people enjoyed getting their questions answered. If you are that lucky person, Hans, someone or other, who won the lightning bolts, please do get in contact with us. Other than that, I don't know. Have yourselves a great week. Thanks for watching. This has been Andrew. Day 2 Dryden. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe.